Hey everyone, in this video I'm going to talk about grace notes, trill, and mordent. So these are the most common musical ornamentation that you will see in a lot of jam pool, especially for grace note. I would say about 80 to 90% of the jam pool I see contain some grace notes in them. So it's mandatory that you know what they are and how to play them when you see them. So for the grace notes, it's denoted by the small number that go right before the main note, and the way you play it is you will play the small number first and you slur into the main note. So right now we have 2 and 3. Let me play it. So now the way I play it's slow, but if you're actually playing it, you have to go do it right very quickly because these grace notes are not supposed to take up any time. So and then that's the most common one, where you only have one grace note before the main note. Sometimes you will encounter multiple. I only put 2 here because I forgot which jam pool I see that have multiple of them. But sometimes you even have like 3 or 4. But those are not that common, so you don't have to worry about them too much. The way you play it is exactly the same. You just play all those notes quickly before the main note. Now, when you actually do it, for the multiple quick notes, you do them very quickly. You almost like release them instantly as soon as the first note sound. And then like they mostly just for like ornamentation effects, so don't try to drag them on for too long. But depending on how fast the BPM is, sometimes you might be able to drag it out a little bit longer to emphasize the effect. And then the third kind of grace note is the one that's in between a tie or a slur. So over here you have a tie between number 2 notes 2, but then you have a 3 in between. So you will play those notes. Now these are the most common kind of grace note you will usually encounter in the most jam pool. So once you know these, you should be able to play them very well, and there should not be anything too difficult, except sometimes you see like some crazy kind of like grace note where you have like 3, 4, maybe even 5, and those like I don't encounter them too much, but when you do encounter them, do take it slow and try to play it slowly first. After that, try to speed up to actually match with the tempo of the jam pool. Now the second part is the trill. When you play a trill, what you do is just for example, if I want to trill note 6, you will play note 6, and then you lift your finger up quickly and you go back down again. So basically play that note, and then you trill with the note above it. So I would trill as 6 7 6 7 6 7, and then when you do it the most common pattern I see is you go from slow to fast. So you go something like this. And and these trill, they I say they for the right hand or for your dominant hand, they should not be too difficult once you practice them. But if you practice like on your non-dominant hand, for me it's my left hand, right? So if I practice on my left hand, you see there's some little bit of shaking in there because I'm still not used to trilling with my left hand. And it's very rare when I actually see that you trill with a non-dominant hand, but it's good for you to practice. Like for me, I still haven't practiced enough. That's why my trill is still shaky on my left hand. And the symbol for the trill is either a TR or like a long wavy symbol that goes across like across a note that's sustained. The third thing is the mordent. A mordent is basically just a short trill. So instead of trilling like from a slow to fast, you would trill very quickly, only maybe like 2 or 3 times. So for the same thing as before, where if I trill note 6, I would trill it like 1 2 3. I'll do it slow. So in that note right there I have note 2, but my note 2 for my note trill is still pretty weak. Now that's very slow. If I actually do it in the real song with a regular beat of like 100 or something like that. So if we do it fast, and especially if I do it with my left hand, it'll be so slow. So these are the three main musical ornamentation that you should learn. And for these things, I still practicing them regularly, especially for Trill and Mordent, because as I said before, my my left hand is still pretty weak in terms of Trill and Mordent. So I'm still practicing them. I can do them passively, but not that good. So just practice them as much as you can. Alright, thank you. I'll see you guys next video.